your view, what is pharma's position in terms of, where should pharma step in? What is pharma's value in the healthcare equation, and should that change?
I think that nobody can understand more a product than the one who is developing it. So that's knowledge is within the pharma industry. We can work with prescribers to make them understand, our product, our molecules. They will be prescribing it, understanding the patient needs, but from a pure fact sheet of the molecule and what it is doing, the pharma industry has this knowledge, and this will not change. Now, I believe that the role that we will play in the future will be more around the services we can offer. I have, for example, some doctors, talking to our sales rep, saying, I hear about a patient going to Dr. Google asking questions, and this particular doctor, he was against the web like for years, and now he's saying, I can't actually miss being there or listening to what it is there. Can you help me get my voice as well online? So we feel that for clinical practice or for doctors, they can see us as, let's say, a catalyst of creating services and helping them getting on channels where they are not today. For patients, the same. We do have the resources to help creating services. And actually asked you a question to put on the board below. I fear that if we do not take the corner, this digital train right now, it will be web giants doing it. Why? Because they know the people. They have database. They know what they do. They know who they like, what they do in their everyday activities. And what is preventing them, I think, to come in this industry is this regulated field. Once they will understand it, then we have, let's say, giving everything that we could have done from a web services point of view to a web giant like Google, Apple, Microsoft, and many more. I'd like to give you one example, which is in the communication industry, like phone providers, telecom providers. They actually lost it. So imagine that a few years back, we were talking about Nokia like the biggest brand, for phones. Now you have Google creating phones, creating, operative system, and they do like all the services, let's say the layers of services that is required for a consumer today to do a normal life, like shopping, buying on the internet, comparing, and so on. Is this the trend for pharma as well? I do not know. But I fear that if we do not wake up right now, taking the next digital train, like I call it, and not just focusing on the tools, not just speaking about strategy, but understanding the whole journey of what needs to be achieved, then I think we will get like the real picture at the end of the day.
So pharma companies obviously relying on their traditional credentials, which is the product pipeline. Very difficult for Google to take over that. But of course, if we are moving to more of a healthcare society, which is more service-based, then yes, of course, then companies like that and many others that actually sit in fact, you mentioned Nestle, which is halfway between the sort of health and the consumer, that could quite easily move in on the space. Do you think that pharma is at all understanding and recognizing that there is something of a burning platform here?
That's a good one. I see a lot of demands, requests coming from the heart of our business, which is the sales rep. And this is true, the sales rep is a pilot in the car running the business, and it will stay. You can't change that with a virtual, let's say, rep selling, pills online. I don't believe it. But somehow you can't ignore that patients are consumers. They are educated by other industries. That's a fact. So what company like Nestle is doing for FMCG, they will educate as well those consumers for other industry, and they would just say, why I can't actually just compare my doctor with an app. So so today there is not this link, but tomorrow maybe they will be. So for me, I'm not sure we recognize this pressure right now. We focus too much on the tools, which is good, we need them, but they are just tools. So for me, there is like there is a new wave. We need to surf on it. There is a tools. This is great. We need them, but somehow I don't see the full picture connected that will make the real change.